Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm your host, City, and man, this game, definitely out of my comfort zone from what I normally play, but let's get into it. You can skip about sort of ticks already read. I see. Okay, but if you remember last time, we were talking about what we were going to do for our poems. And how we basically got to impress one of the three that allows us to target a poem for. And I said I was undecided between Natsuki and Yuri on who to target. So we're gonna play the game a little, do one poem for each, and then decide. But first, just because I know the way this game works, I'm not going to show the poem to Yuri first, because we did for you. The poem we're going to do for Yuri first. Because in this game, basically if you show it to Monica, she tells you she thinks it's targeted towards. So that's who we're going to go with first. Just makes the most sense to me. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, City. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow till I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, City. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's still that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, City. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect it to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ah ha ha, that's not very fair. God, okay. These short things like this, I'm not gonna read anymore. Cause my god, it sounds horrible. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, except for that's the whole point of this game, so kinda do. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alrighty. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. The artist scorches a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm bad at this kind of stuff though anyway. So let's see what she says. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a story, or a poem or a story, your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's actually really advice. Basically saying, hey, if you plan for something, plan, try to make it perfect, then you're not going to get anywhere because it will never be perfect. It's like another quote in Heartline 4, on the loading screen there's quotes. One of the quotes is, I'd take a good plan today instead of a perfect plan a week from now. Because if you try and make it perfect, by that point, things are changed, and it's not going to be perfect. So you're going to be looking for the next perfect plan, and then the next one, and you will never find the perfect plan. Very good advice. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, it's supposed to be geared towards Yuri, so let's just do Yuri next. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphor. You've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just met, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in writers. Yeah, talk about rescuing the situation. And I've been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their new style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The answer owes both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finished her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go to writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if this is a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It's true. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have stood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Now, when I was watching someone play this game, and they read this poem, I know what the response is going to be next, but it's definitely different than what I expected. Because I thought this was about, the slow march of time, basically replacing the past into something new. And so this is about reminiscing about the past. At least that's what I got, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to be from the response it will follow. Let's find out. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's first time sharing, I want to write something that's a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost soul city. I didn't think it was. Really? I must totally miss the point. Well, I suppose you did want to glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul putting it that way. Okay, I guess that's sort of similar to what I thought it was. But not exactly. I don't know. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, eh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, City. Woof. Sounds like flirting to me right there. Me too. Now, who should I show next? Now, I don't think Natsuki's gonna like it. I don't know if I should end it on or do her next. Probably end it on Sayori because you want to end it on someone who's gonna like. I mean, she's not gonna say it's amazing, but Sayori's supposed to be your child friend, so she'll probably like it no matter what. I mean, she won't like it like crazy, but you know what I mean. Let's do Natsuki so we can end on a more upbeat note. City, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort in this? Ouch. Do you think I'm stupid? Yeah, see, told you she wouldn't like it. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, Damn. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Ouch. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can fly, but that's about it. Yeah. Strange. Yeah. Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make you a message and it's valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things and really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more weight into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Nasuki is feeling proud that I won't take it away from her. Yeah, probably the best way to approach it. I probably feel the same way. Now let's see what Sayori says. Hopefully this will end positively. Rather than, the bitter criticism of Natsuki. This is a good poem, City. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. Just kind of reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to lament the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, City. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Don't know how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I think make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead out me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you tasting me to wish away, or trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I mean, that's actually a really good poem. Probably the one I like the most. Except for the I want breakfast line. I would prefer, I don't know what. Something that rolled off the tongue more. Something that made more sense. There's I want breakfast, but it makes sense for her though. Because she likes to eat. I don't know if that was a spoiler or not. Could be. I don't know if we've seen scenes like that yet. Oh well. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? I mean, it's still good. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. Ooh. Bird. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Well, anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it.